Hey guys, this time is a little bit of a departure from my normal build. So what I'm doing on this video is going to show you how to get the legendary that you want in a lot less time. This will be a little bit of an abbreviated way of doing it, but hopefully I'll get enough of a gist so that you can do it for yourself. Right now we're out in Drake, and I noticed there's an incursion, a level 3. Oh, we don't want to do that. We just want to jump to our level 3 incursion. It's not in Drake. It's way over here. Well, not in Union. Here it is. So we're going to jump. We only got a couple minutes to get there. Let's go. And this process, it does involve, it's kind of like save scumming, but not really, because you have to work around the auto save feature. So right now we're in the same system where our level 3 incursion is, and what we're going to do is go ahead and we're going to save. At this point, you want to save outside of the incursion immediate space. So we're going to go leg quest. How about we just have legendary quest? I'm going to name it leg quest 1. Alright, that's good enough. And hopefully the incursion will still be there by the time we get there. I'm going to jump out here. And hopefully it'll give me a less than perfect radiant legendary. I've done this a few times, actually quite a few times, and lately, I guess I've had good luck. I've been getting perfect legendaries. Kind of funny. Hopefully I'll get one that's not quite perfect. And we're just zooming in on here. I'm using my striker for this, just zooming around. We need more enemies. Come on, guys. Where are you? There we go. Should open one. There we go. Down to 4% on the other. There's that.
The beacon is defenseless.
Alright. So this thing should open.
You can damage the beacon.
Whee. Oh, it's way up there. So here we got our reliquaries. Let's pull these out. And right now it looks like it's a primary weapon. Can we get that too? No, we're just going to delete some of these. Do a little bit of housekeeping. Cleaning my cargo bay. Alright. We'll pull this up, go back to inventory. And right now we don't know what this is. It's just a primary radiant. So what we'll do here is, oh, it's not going to let me save. So what sometimes it'll do is you just got to kind of fly around a little bit, make sure there's nothing that's trying to kill you that's too close. Maybe hide behind a rock, I don't know. And then now, see how it says now I can save. So don't panic if it won't let you save immediately. I'm going to go leg quest 2 primary. Just keeping track of what I have. Alright, so this is the save after the incursion, and we're gonna peek inside of here. We're gonna peek to see if we can peek it, because peeking legendaries is fun, right? Alright, so we're gonna open this up. Yes, that's a play on words. I'm being goofy. A Hunter's Fang, not something that I use a lot of, but it's kind of fun. I've used this a few times in place of like a Blightmonger. What is it called? A Deteriorator. And we say 301, 2. Well, that doesn't seem very. Yeah, 2 and 15. So not a perfect one. How do you know if it's perfect or not? Well, okay, I jumped on the bottom. Let's go ahead and modify. You can go to Catalyst, and you go flawless. Flawless. It could be a 500, 3, and 10. What is it now? Peripheral dealing 15% reduced damage. Okay, so that number goes down, it's better. So yeah. So we went 3 consecutive, 500, and only 10 loss of power. So instead of using this catalyst and wasting our tears in the mad, because oh no, 2,000, right? That's how much it costs to open this thing. There's the other one, 2,000. What a ripoff. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to go and load back in the one I just made. Yeah, hurry up. Got my Costco gaming machine here I'm working on. It's not too bad, though. Almost a year old. All right, now let's go back to our inventory and see how now it's back to being a regular, unopened reliquary, and we have our tiers back. Excellent. Now, let's say you don't want this. Let's say you don't want a Hunter's Fang. All right, what do? Well, you pull this here, you go to your load game, and you would go back. Well, you could do the autosave. I think Leg Quest 1, that's what I used. These are all my other autosaves that kind of get in the way. But that's what I used before I was at the space for the incursion. That's really important. You got to be outside. Now, if I loaded this up right now, I could replay the incursion and get a different reliquary and a different legendary. Every now and then you might get the same one, but I've actually got 6 in a row in the same one, and that was doing it correctly, but you just kind of keep on trying, and this way you don't have to wait for another level 3 incursion to pop up. So it saves you a ton of time. You just play the same one over and over again until you get what you want. Like, for instance, if I wanted, let's go back. We're not going to load these up. I'm going to resume. If I wanted another Ragnarok, then I would just say, okay, forget this and reload my previous save outside of the space and then replay the incursion. And that's how you would max something out like this. So let's go ahead and use that one. I'm going to show you what to do next. All right. What do I need to do? Well, I need to get to a place where I can do a riff. So we're going to go back to the research center. And I'll just blast closer. And then, there you go. Yeah, all kinds of stuff beeping. Hey, come get me, come get me. All right. And we're going to avoid all that. So once you got the reliquary that you want, you've peeked inside, you know what it is, you've got your Tears of the Mad back already by reloading your second save. Let's max this out. Of course, you do need to already be able to do a 4,000. You don't necessarily need to go this high in order to max stuff out. That's what I always do. Maybe a 3,000 would do it too, maybe even a 2,000, but we're just going to max this out because what fun is it without doing 4,000 rifts, right? Why make it easier? At least on myself. Okay. So device cooldowns. Okay, that's cool. Killing them has a 30% chance to instantly clean another one. Oh, great. We have a chain reaction. So let's go ahead and try to max out our Hunter's Fang. Now, in order to do this, what we're looking for is modifiers that are going to add up to above 1,000. 1,200 is probably your best bet and above. Oh, he's going to try to snipe me right off the bat. So we got 58 in that sequence. That was fun. Alright, let's go get some more. We need our ult back. Oh, look. Easy peasy for this striker to go down. And we're just avoiding this stuff. Where are our modifiers? There they go. Alright. 360, blah. 480, blah. What's a 360? Overheats. 480, less damage within. Yeah, the striker really likes to be within. So this will make things a little more difficult, but it shouldn't be too bad. We'll just maybe rely more on my railgun. Great, I got a non-boosting rift, and I'm gonna hide behind some of these asteroids because snipers that are trying to kill us. Back to the sniper. Be invincible. Wow, we have 3 snipers all of a sudden. 4 snipers. Boy, it's like all of a sudden the game really don't want you to win. Let's go over here. Let's do this now. Try not to get rocked. Longer than I'd like. Get rid of that viper. Let's maybe kill a couple more, get our ult back. Now what we got? We really want something that says 600 or above. 3. Whoa. Come on now. Boy, I kind of got the shaft here. 360, that's it? And 180. Well, that sort of sucks. So this isn't going to do it. 480 and 360? I mean, we're not even up to 1,000. What's that over there? Yay! this ain't gonna do it, folks. Because I didn't have 1,000% on my modifiers. But we're gonna go ahead and try to finish off this rift anyway and see what happens. Okay, and it gives me success again. Well, that was a little bit disappointing. Maybe I'll have to do that again. We'll see. The whole point was try to get modifiers that are above. You add them together, they're above about 1,100 does it. To make sure 100% out, I usually like to get 1,200%. Let's go right. Oh, we got an extra legendary too. All right, so there's our Fang. And oh, it did drop down to 10. Yay, the lower number here is better. Excellent. So what we had 301, we had 15, boo, and we had 2. So now, with doing the 4K rift, we jumped up to 3. Continued to track up to 3 consecutive targets with, we almost got the max here for a 9.6, and we got it down to 10. All right. Let's go ahead and pick that up. And what we can do again is we can check and go catalyst, go to flawless. So 3,510. And we're 4 meters off. Everything else looks good. So there you go. I think that's a pretty good example on how to just about max out a legendary. If you really want to do that again, I mean, you could. My favorite rifts to try to do are, for some reason, with the striker, I really like the detonators. I was hoping we were going to get the detonator drones coming after us, because the ult takes care of those really easy and quick. And then the 720, it doesn't really matter because the railgun still just kills one shot, one kill, so it doesn't care if everything's getting buffed up with each kill anyway. But there you go. That's how you do it. Now, let's say I'm like, I don't like this. Let's get some other one instead, but we want to keep our tears in the mad stuff. Well, what do? You just go back here. You don't save it, but you go to load. You avoid all your autosaves. And see, this is the one that I did before. And that was, I think, right before the riff. I mean, that was the peak. And then this was the original. So you can go all the way back to this original one before you went to, sorry, not the riff, before you went to the incursion. And just go get a different legendary. I mean, the timer's going to reset and everything. Don't have to worry about your minutes running out. And don't have to wait for another incursion. So there you have it. Much, much faster way than just playing it normal playthrough and trying to have random legendaries pop up with random numbers and stuff. There was some argument on Discord whether or not your difficulty of Rift would affect your legendary. Well, here you go. Proof, yes, it does. It went, once again, it went from 2 to 3. The damage reduction went lower from 15 to 10, which is better. A little reverse logic. And then we went from like what, 301 to 496. Now, if you're going to try to make, I should say this too. Let's go here. I don't have a lot of the organic D-space semiconductors left, but now I can chaos roll this. And what you would do is you save first, so you don't waste your ODS, and then you just chaos roll. If you don't get the rolls you want, well, then what you're going to need to do is go get a different legendary, because they will be exactly the same if you chaos roll it after trying to save scum again. It will not change. I think my next video is going to be on a trick you can do to get these different attributes you want. Yeah, I'll make that video next. So stay tuned. In order to avoid or drastically reduce the grind, I've got a trick here for these things also. And it's a little harder to follow, a little more complicated. So we're going to do a different video for that. Hope you enjoyed this one. I got an idea of what I'm going to do next, probably just in the next few days. So be looking out for that. And hey, if you got an idea, you want to bounce it off me, go ahead, comment, ask me a question. I might try to build something new. I've already built all the ships, got one for each one, different versions too. So kind of running out of ships to modify. Okay, so if you got something you want to see, send me a line. I might, build something off of a suggestion. But that's it for today. Get out there, save time with this trick, and yeah, max out your ships. All right, later.